Introducing the flip-top table. 2 tools, 1 footprint. Miter saw on one side, scroll saw on the other. Compact, smart, and game-changing. Ready to make your workshop smarter? Watch now. Start by cutting your 2x4s. Here's the cut list. 4 legs, same height as your work table. 4 pieces for the bottom frames. Start by cutting your 2x4s using a miter saw for clean, accurate cuts. Take your time, measure twice, and let that saw glide through the wood like butter. Once you've got all your pieces ready, try a rough layout on the table before driving any screws. This quick dry fit helps you visualize the frame, check your measurements, and make sure everything lines up perfectly. Now for the pro move. I'm using a Kreg pocket hole jig to drill pocket holes in the 2x4s. This gives us hidden joints that are rock solid and look clean, no exposed screws. Once the holes are drilled, start driving those pocket hole screws and watch the base come to life. Before driving any screws, add a small gap between the bottom frame and the ground by lifting the frame slightly, 2 inches. You can use scrap wood or spacers under the frame while you screw everything together. This little detail makes a big difference in durability and flexibility. This ensures the legs don't sit flush on the floor, preventing moisture damage and giving clearance for future casters or leveling pads. Always use pocket hole screws. They have a flat washer head and self-tapping tip for perfect joints. Clamp your boards tight before driving screws. No clamp? Expect gaps. Slow and steady wins. High speed can split the wood or strip the hole. Keep your bit straight. Wobble equals weak joints. For extra strength, add a short 2x4 block between each leg and the base frame, just like this. These blocks act as reinforcements, locking the legs in place and making the entire stand rock solid. Think of them as muscle for your skeleton. They'll keep your stand sturdy for years to come. Next, let's build the flip-top frame. I'm using 2x4 lumber for strength and a Kreg pocket hole jig for clean, hidden joints. Once the frame is assembled, drill a hole through each side piece for the pivot pipe. Make sure these holes are perfectly aligned. This is the heart of the flip mechanism. A straight, clean hole means smooth rotation every time. The holes drilled in the frame are tight-fitting, meaning their diameter is very close to that of the pipe. To get the pipe through, extra effort is needed. For the flip-top surface, I'm using 1x6 boards. Lay them out edge to edge, apply a generous bead of wood glue, and clamp them tight. This creates a strong, seamless panel. Let it dry completely, then sand it smooth for a flawless finish. Now it's time to bring the flip top together. Position the sanded wood panel on the 2x4 frame, making sure it's perfectly aligned with the pivot pipe. Apply wood glue along the frame for extra strength, then drive screws through the panel into the frame from underneath. This locks the surface in place and ensures it stays flat and secure during every flip. Now, cut 2 pieces of 2x4 for the side supports that will hold the flip top. These will attach to the base frame and carry the pivot pipe. Drill a hole in the center of each piece for the pipe. Now it's time to attach the flip top to the base. Slide the pivot pipe through the holes in the side supports. Clamp everything in place to keep it square. While attaching, make sure the miter saw cutting base sits flush with the workbench surface. Once the flip top is securely attached to the base and rotates smoothly, it's time to mount your tools. Place the miter saw on the flip top surface in its working position. Make sure the saw base is flush with your main workbench height for perfect alignment. Now, mark the mounting holes with a pencil directly onto the flip top surface. Remove the saw, drill the holes at the marked spots, and then reattach the saw using bolts or heavy-duty screws. This ensures your tool is locked in place and ready for action. To lock the flip top securely, I built a custom latch system. I welded a nut onto a metal plate and used a long threaded bolt as the locking mechanism. This DIY solution is strong, cost-effective, and gives me complete control over the locking system. Because of this nut and bolt design, there's absolutely no room for wobble. The top stays tight and stable whether it's flipped up or down. For true workshop flexibility, I'm installing push-down casters. These special casters let you lift the entire table off the ground when engaged, making it easy to roll the stand wherever you need. When you're ready to work, just release the casters and the table sits firmly on its legs for maximum stability.